Sam, were you very disappointed today not to get the 3 points?
Yes, I was. I was disappointed on the basis of the overall game that was played today, and I think that when you play away from home and Watford's first shot on target is the goal scored from the penalty, shows you that we were doing the right things today, even though we weren't playing as well in the second half we was in the first. It didn't look like Watford was ever going to break us down today until we give a silly penalty away. And of course, obviously, first half we're not scoring our penalty to make it 2-0 is why I'm disappointed, of course. But there's a lot to be encouraged about. There's a lot of quality players, and hopefully first and foremost we keep them fit and get the players who are injured fit and move on from here and start picking more and more points up. So at least we've been away from home. At least we've picked a point up. It should have been 3. That's it. Pretty encouraging for me by the fact that I'm actually saying to the players, I'm disappointed you've thrown 2 points away today, lads.
Do you think we should have had a penalty towards the end?
I do. I mean, there could be an argument. It's the first contact's outside the box, But at the end of the day, from where the assistant referee was and the referee, it would have been very difficult to have them judged whether it was right on the line, just inside or just out. But having not got anything at all, and Wilfred getting booked was very disappointing for me. I can't argue about their penalty because grabbing, we all know, shouldn't be done, and Delaney should not have really grabbed him in that position, But because we had to rely on the referee for the second penalty, we haven't won the game, where we really shouldn't have had to rely on him today. We should have seen it off ourselves.
Sam, is Wilf suffering from reputation there?
Wilf suffering from reputation? Well, you have to ask the referees. Just ring up Mike Riley and say, is Wilf suffering from reputation? I mean, is he talking about him? Are they looking out for him? You need to ask them. Because if they are, they're not refereeing properly, are they? If they're refereeing on reputation and not on fact or incident, then unfortunately that's a bit of a black mark against them, do you not think?
Was he angry at the end?
He was very angry because he's saying, well, the mascot is out of order, innit? But when somebody gets fouled and they get that, they don't. If they're diving, they don't get that angry, do they? Body reaction, body language is 60-70% of what it tells you. And if you've tried to pinch one, you don't get that angry, do you? You stay pretty timid and pretty quiet and say, "Oh, I've got away with that." Like I mean, So Wilf was very angry on the fact that I've seen it on the replay and there's contact. So it didn't get given, but effectively, from our point of view, what we were in control of, I felt with missing the penalty, that was the turning point of the game for us.
Sam, you got a good shift out of Kabay. Was it? Did you talk to him specifically? He's obviously
only about that. An experienced group of players, squad of players. Shouldn't have said that group. I'll have to find myself. Serious squad of players, very experienced squad of players who have played exceptionally well in 2015 for Palace and at other clubs, particularly Kabay at Newcastle and PSG, and Wilf goes to Man United, comes back looking very mature now, very skillful. Andros Tan's an England player, so Christian Benteke's goals galore if you give him the right service. So there's a lot of experience in that team and a lot of Premier League experience that I don't believe they should be in the position that they're in. So for me, using that experience is what they have to draw on now, and it'll get us encouraging today. Looks like it'll get us out of trouble.
Did you feel the team almost lost confidence in the second? They looked so nervous.
Yeah, because of the position that they're in, and like I said, that was the importance of scoring the second goal when we had the chance to. But like I said, as nervous as we looked, it took Watford 70 odd minutes to get one shot on target, which was the penalty. So we looked nervous, but they weren't creating any chances.
Do you think you've got the squad you need, Sam, or do you think you've been looking tired to it in general?
Never satisfied, are you? You can't be a manager and satisfied when there's a transfer window coming up, can you? You've got to try and get something in and make the squad bigger, because it all depends what all the others do, and it all depends, in terms of what's available, what you can afford, who wants to come. But you got to try throughout January, as difficult as it is, and you got to hope nobody comes for any of your players, because that's even more. That can be even more concerning when rumours go around that one of your players maybe, being wanted by another club or a bigger club, and having to deal with January is not very easy, but something that we've lived with for many years now.
So how did it feel for you being back?
Exciting, really exciting. I don't enjoy games much that season, man. I never have, but I'm excited to be back in the top league in the world and getting back to work. And I enjoy this league, as you well know. Done it many years. I enjoy being in the top league in the world, and competing against teams who are with outstanding players, outstanding managers, full crowds, atmosphere. Christmas period, exciting. A bit nervous for us, obviously, when we go through the Christmas period. But yeah, nice to be back, and hopefully I can continue to do for Crystal Palace where I left off at Sunderland.
Sam, does Will have a right to feel angry when the opposition's mascot performs a comedy dive in front of him on the final whistle, clearly taking the mick out of his falling over?
Well, that's up to Watford to sort out, isn't it, really? I mean, realistically, and the Premier League and Football Association having a look at that and do whatever they need to do for me. So, I haven't seen the incident, but it could have made the wrong reaction, as we know. But at the end of the day, I didn't see it. So I'm more concerned about my team, the overall performance. A little bit disappointed that we got 4 bookings today, and Delaney got booked and he's missing next week. And a little bit disappointed we didn't get 2 penalties.
What's the situation with Will? Is he going to the...
I have no idea whatsoever. I haven't been long enough to sit him down and say... It's only just popped up today that said that there might be a possibility of him going in the African nations, which, it'd be a massive blow for me if that's the case. So I'll have to find that out next week when I sit down and speak to him.
So Benteke's missed 2 penalties now this season. Will he remain your first choice taker?
I'll have to really wait and see and look at that at the week and say, is it the right thing to do for me to say, is there somebody else who's confident enough to take the penalties? I'd have to wait and see. Missing 2 out of 3 is obviously not very good.
Did he mention that in the dressing room?
No, I don't leave him to it. He's disappointed enough missing it. So, it happens, doesn't it? What we've got to try and find is somebody who's, scores like Mark Noble at West Ham, I think. He's missed 1 in 26 or something like that now, So you got to convert them. There's massive turning points of the game.
Sam, you've just had a couple of days to put over your ideas to the players. What sort of work will you be doing before the next game?
Keep sorting the defence out, because we've had 1 clean sheet all season, according to the lads, and that's my main priority. Because we've got a team that creates chances. I've seen that today. I saw it before I came here today, and I just need to make sure that that those chances created and goals scored turn performances into 3 points. So defensive work and shutting out the opposition. I really can't be too critical of that today defensively, apart from the penalty away, because like I said, playing away from home at Watford and then them only having 1 shot on target, which was the penalty, shows we were pretty resilient today.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.